सोच में सकारात्मकता लाएं, जीवन को बेहतर बनाएं। मनोदर्पण पर कॉल लगाएं, मनोबल अपना और बढ़ाएं। मनोदर्पण पर कॉल लगाएं, मनोबल अपना और बढ़ाएं। चलो आज ही प्रण ले हम, मानसिक स्वास्थ्य सुधारे हम। चलो आज ही प्रण ले हम, मानसिक स्वास्थ्य सुधारे हम। के काउंसलर से परामर्श पाने के लिए डायल करें टोल फ्री नंबर 844-844-0632। नंबर एक बार फिर सुने 844-844-0632।
Namaskar and very good evening to all the viewers and learners. Welcome to CIET-NCERT's another live and interactive session. You're watching us live on PME Vidya channel number 6 to 12 and also on our official YouTube channel NCERT Officials. I am Dr. Megha Jain hosting today's session, and with me you can see the sign language interpreter Sonal. Today is a very special episode of Sahyog. वेलकम टू सहयोग, एक ऐसा मंच जहां हम मानसिक स्वास्थ्य से जुड़े हुए महत्वपूर्ण मुद्दों पर चर्चा करते हैं। ऑल आवर सहयोग सेशंस आर ब्रॉट टू यू बाय मनोदर्पण, एन इनिशिएटिव ऑफ मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एजुकेशन एज पार्ट ऑफ आत्मनिर्भर भारत अभियान फॉर प्रोवाइडिंग साइकोसोशल सपोर्ट टू स्टूडेंट्स, पेरेंट्स एंड टीचर्स अक्रॉस द कंट्री. Today's topic is mental health and society, breaking barriers and building support. And to take us through this topic and understand it better, we are honored to have our experts. We have with us Dr. Albert Horo, Associate Professor of Geography, NERIE, NCERT, Shillong. We would like to welcome you, sir, in our studio.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And we also have with us Dr. R. Zothanliana, practicing counselor. We would also like to welcome you, sir.
Bye. Namaskar.
Namaskar. And since it's a live and interactive session, which means you can also ask your questions and be part of this session, you can give us a call on the number as you can see on the screen. Our number is 8800440559, or you can send us an email to sahyog.ncert@ciet.nic.in. Let's begin today's Sahyog session, and first of all I would like to ask both of you the relevance of this topic, this today's topic, how relevant this topic is. Dr. Horo, first of all.
Yeah, I'll just look into the process in a different way. Mental health is becoming nowadays very important aspect in our life, and as a student, and that too adolescence age student, it is very important that the person should have a proper mental health, because we have listened earlier also that healthy body will keep the healthy mind. But I put it, if you are mentally strong and you are very much mentally better one, so you can cope up with all the problems in your life, and that's why it became a very important to discuss about it, and especially for each one of the member in the society. So
Okay.
this is what from my side.
Right. Dr. Zothanliana, the relevance of this topic,
Yes.
and also if you can take us through the barriers to mental health. But first of all, the
Okay.
relevance and importance of this topic.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. In today's world, mental health is a very important issue now, because as Sir Horo has just reflected, we talked about the development of the body, the mind, the spirit in education. So we need to develop all the different aspects of the human being. So that is why mental health cannot be neglected. And as I was invited, I will be talking about the barriers, because there are many barriers to overcome when we talk about mental health. So these barriers can be stigma and cultural norms, as shown on the slide, which stigma is a thing that surrounds mental health issue, is a very significant barrier, because it could lead to hesitation in seeking professional help due to fear of judgment or rejection. And this can occur through like public stigma, which is a result of negative stereotype and misconception about mental illness, which could lead to discrimination and prejudice also. Then there is self-stigma, which is a result of internalized belief that impact self-worth, causing shame and reluctance to seek help. Then there can also be the structural stigma, institutional policies and practices that reinforce stereotypes and limit opportunities for individuals with mental health conditions. So these are the barriers that we have to overcome. Then we can talk about the economic barriers also, because financial constraints are significant barriers to mental health care, including the high cost of seeking mental health services, limited insurance coverage, and financial instability. We can also talk about the geographic barriers, because remote areas often have limited access to mental health professionals and services, making it difficult for individuals to seek help, and it could lead to a shortage of professionals also. Then the long waiting time for professionals to come in contact with people who need help with regard to mental health. Then they can also be the language and cultural barriers, because language differences and cultural misunderstandings can create barriers to effective communication and treatment. Last but not the least, lack of awareness and education, which is very much a barrier these days, because limited mental health literacy and awareness can prevent individuals from recognizing symptoms and seeking help. So these are the barriers that I could discuss as of now.
Right. Thank you so much for sharing this. Dr. Horo, I would like to understand how can we overcome these barriers to mental health?
Yeah, just now, sir has told about the basic barriers which is coming nowadays, and to overcome that barrier about the mental health, we should have many aspects. Like I'll pick up from the last one only, that is the awareness and the education. Yes, by education, the literacy about the mental health can be increased, and proper awareness among all the people. And if you put it from the school time, from the early child care, early child time, when the school curriculum is there, so we can include this mental health problem in the school curriculum. So proper education can be dealt with it. And about the awareness issue, we can have the proper awareness through use of technology. Like nowadays, we are in the very much technology can be used in terms of many aspects, like virtual consultation can be done, even the mobile apps. So through mobile apps also we can have this, we can overcome these barriers. Okay. And one more thing, I'll just put it here, the community involvement. See, we are a social animal, and being a social animal, we have to be in the community, and community can help in understanding the problems or the issues about the mental health. So obviously the involvement about the community by peers supporting that problems, so it can be overcome. And one more aspect is there, by within the community, if a person is within a community, he or she can share their views, their problems. So in that way, it will be not isolation type of thing, because this particular problem arises due to isolation, and community involvement is one of the aspect of overcoming such barriers. And obviously, as a government aspect, government interference, the policy about the mental health policy can be made, and some funding should be provided, so that just now sir has told about the geographical barrier, because many places, like we can example of Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh, even northeast side, there are many geographical areas which is not very much feasible, very connectivity problem is there. So obviously the professional might not be able to visit those places for taking care of the mental health issues. Yes, we can use the technology, but the direct involvement about this issues about the for overcoming the issues of the mental health issues, so that can be put it in that way.
Right.
So
So,
obviously inclusion, inclusivity, that became very much important.
Right.
And that's what I have to submit here.
Absolutely. So that
So
was about breaking barriers. Now let's move to the second half of today's topic that was about building support. So Dr. Zothanliana, I would like to ask, how can we build support for mental health?
Yes, support is very important. So, in order to build support, first of all, we need, as we have mentioned earlier, we need to make the public aware of the importance of mental health, and through public awareness campaign, we can help reduce the stigma, as we have talked about. We can promote understanding and encourage individuals to seek help, which can be achieved through like raising awareness, reducing stigma, and encouraging help seeking. Because if we do that, people will come out of their own self in order to seek help. So the public awareness campaign is very important. Then we also need to strengthen the mental health workforce, because uh, we have to expand the mental health workforce, which can increase access to care and provide more support for individuals seeking mental health help with regard to mental health. And this can be achieved through training and education. It can also be done through workforce development, and sharing of tasks also can be done. Then the next thing that we can do is create a peer support groups, because peer help is very important. Peer support groups, they can provide a sense of community and connection for individuals with mental health conditions. And this support group can be for individuals with specific mental health needs also. Then we can also do peer mentoring, because we can pair individuals with trained peer mentors who can provide support, guidance, and encouragement. We can also do online support groups. Then last but not the least, we can develop a support network, because fostering a support network can help individuals with mental health conditions feel supported and connected with other people. Like we can build a family support, we can have a friendship and local social connection. We can also have a professional support network with people who need mental health.
Mhm. Okay. And as we all know that the mental health is everyone's responsibility, not just an individual. And we need the supportive environment for that. So, Dr. Horo, I'd like to understand from you, how can we create a supportive society for mental health?
yeah, it is almost like a conclusion type of thing,
Mm-hmm.
that how we will create it. Well, obviously, I'll again come from the basic thing, inclusivity. Well, inclusiveness is the combination of each one of them. Like there should be a inclusive society should be there. The inclusivity includes another aspect, that is uh, the social connection, because inclusivity will comes like that only. There should be a promoting about the social connection. There should not be no isolation type of thing. So we should reduce isolation, because that will helps in not only sharing their ideas, not only
Yes, we cannot hear you, sir. Okay. I would like to come back to Dr. Zothanliana, sir. What would you like to
परिस्थितियों
say?
में ही हमें समाज में इन सब चीजों को देखना होगा.
Mm-hmm.
Then next one is the about the sahanubhuti, obviously empathy.
Of
we
course.
we should not distract those people from our society. We
Mm-hmm.
should take care, we should help them, so that they can be a part of our society. They are the part of our society, but we should help in a in a what you called, we can just promote by motivating them. We should listen to their problems also. We should be a cooperative in a way. So like that our supportive system will be developed in that way. So obviously this empathy will be there. And then obviously policy change, because nowadays we are looking towards the inclusive and sustainable society type of thing. And all this not only helps in creating our India, our Bharat, Shresth Bharat, in a continuity form. So in that way, as a supportive society, this all these three aspects can be dealt together.
Yes,
So this is that.
absolutely. I would like to understand, how can parents and teachers support? The
Yeah,
parents and teachers,
because
yes.
that is also there, because that will be helping the person, the student, by the this comes under this teaching fraternity.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why the education about those things should be there. The policy can be include all these aspect about educating, about awareness of the societal awareness about those particular aspect. So this we can have it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what else can be done? Dr. Zothanliana, would you like to add anything to this with respect to how can
Yes,
teachers and
just
parents help?
just yes, with regard to empathizing, with regard to the skill of empathy, because nowadays we are facing different challenges, and you know no challenge is weak, or how do we say, less, with regard to, if I say that you could easily overcome this problem, see, people are also doing it, why can't you do it, which
Mm-hmm.
is not empathizing. So we really need to empathize with people having mental health issue. We could not tell them like, this is just a simple thing, so you just have to do it on your own or something like that, because we really need to understand them. We need to see things from their perspective, which will help them in accepting themselves, and also in seeking help, and also in overcoming the mental health issues that they are facing.
Yes.
So I
So,
think empathy is very important.
absolutely. Sir, based on your practice, are there any suggestions that you'd like to give to our viewers? Some of the concerns that you have been seeing in your practice?
Yes, in the first slide, I talked about social stigma,
Mm-hmm.
wherein there is one bullet point called in the self stigma.
Right.
People tend to see themselves as inferior, or
Yes.
sometimes, developing a negative self image, which could really hamper the development, not only of the physical development, but also the mental development and other development. So we need to help people in accepting themselves. We also need to, tell them that we all face problems. We all have issues. It's not just you that is having issue or
Mm-hmm.
problems,
Mm-hmm.
but we have to try to overcome. We are not alone in this. We are not the worst, or we are not worse than this person. You are not a loser or something like that. So helping them to overcome self stigma is also one issue that I think is very important these days.
Right. Dr. Horo, would you like to have any final message for all our viewers watching today?
Yeah, obviously it is a very इसको बोलते हैं ज्वलनशील
विषय है
topic.
ये
So
जी
at the moment, all the and as far as the age is concerned, matlab we are targeting the students, school students, and that too adolescence age students.
हम्म
And this is the time when they got stress many a times. And if they having the proper mental health, then they will succeed in their life. Nahi to they will go for some other areas, like they will be diverted to the drugs. They will suicide wala case will be comes up. So there should be this mental health, if it is proper,
हम्म
so then they will not keep themselves to those particular aspect. They will fight it, they will succeed it, and then this stress and stigma, this became not their part then. Although stress is needed for successful person, but too much involved in this particular thing is creating problem for them. So
right
obviously mental health nowadays becoming more useful and more important as far as the students are concerned, not
yes
only students but also for a human being are concerned. Like we
yes
all have to cope up with those particular mental health issues,
हम्म
because many a times we also get depressed, many a times we also feel sad, and sadness to the extent level that should not be there. So if you're having a proper mental health
हम्म
individually, only then we can face those challenges in the life. So this
yes
is what makes us relating to this particular.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Albert Horo and Dr. R. Zothanliana, for joining us today. This was a very insightful discussion. And for us, it is important to remember that mental health is everyone's responsibility. By taking care of the barriers, by breaking the barriers, by building support, we can create a safe and happy environment for each and everyone, especially our students. So with this, we come to the end of today's session. But before we wind up the session, I would like to share with you all that the new NCERT textbooks of grade 4 and 7 are now available to buy online. You can buy them through NCERT official website or from Amazon and Flipkart. And now let me share tomorrow's schedule with you. What all can you see on NCERT official YouTube channel and also on our PM eVidya channels. As always, we will begin our day with the Yogshakti program at 8 o'clock with the topic Yoga for Specific Pregnancy Discomfort. At 11 o'clock, we'll bring the topic Foundational Numeracy under Ullas. At 12 o'clock, for students of 8th standard English subject, the topic will be Values and Dispositions. At 12:40, we'll have a special topic Sports and Games in ISL Inclusion Beyond Classrooms. At 2 o'clock, for students of class 5th Urdu subject, the topic will be Rahanuma Ban Jaun. At 2:30, again for students of class 5th, it will be a Hindi subject. At 3 o'clock, for students of class 6th Urdu subject, the topic will be Abe Rawan. And at 3:30, again for 6th standard subject Samajik Vigyan, the topic will be Bharatiya Sabhyata Ka Arambh Ka Agla Bhag. At 4 o'clock, again we'll have the topic Instructional Design for Development of E-Content. And at 5 o'clock for Sahyog, we'll have the topic Encouraging Physical Activity and Offline Hobbies. With this, we come to the end of today's session of Sahyog. You take care of your mental health, physical health, and hygiene. Stay curious, stay learning, and keep watching our PM eVidya channels. Dr. Megha Jain signing off. Namaskar.